And 3, 2, 1. Welcome, 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 everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Tracy Jameson, and it's great to be back after the Christmas break. We're going to share some information with you tonight, and I'm going to do a little introduction on our presenter tonight. And a lot of you know him very well, of course, back from the Mentors in Motion days, and he was responsible for a lot of the success stories that you see out there in the industry today. And his massive success from that, he is one of the best marketers and educators out there in the industry today. So we're very fortunate to have him here with us. And I am very fortunate, I'm very proud to say that he's a good friend of mine, business partner, and what we have developed over the course of this last year or so, and certainly a large learning curve for me. So we're here to share some information with you and see where it goes from there. A lot of you are having some great days in the last 10 days only of where we just launched this new program. A lot of you are having some great success and making some great amounts of money, and we have really just begun the journey on this. So folks, without any further ado, I would like to introduce Mr. Val Smyth. So Val, let me take it away.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be able to work with you too, and a lot of great things happening. I'm just going to lower my volume a little bit here just in case I'm spiking on anybody. So listen, I'm really excited about tonight. I'm really excited about what we're going to speak about tonight. I'm excited about the direction we're going in. I'm excited for you. It's 2000 and something, right? It's 2017 coming up here. And it's going to be a fun, exciting journey. Usually when people go into a brand new year, they create goal-setting habits. They create all kinds of resolutions in some which way, shape, or form. The beautiful thing is you don't have to do that in order to be successful. What we're doing here is we've created an unbelievable online simulator called oneuplistbuilder.com. oneuplistbuilder.com/whoever put you on the call. With this OneUp List Builder program, the whole idea was to help people get into prosperity consciousness. But I got to tell you something, honestly, it was a real challenge. It really took its toll on Tracy and I psychologically because we both come from a very, very bold, strong business acumen. And to see where people are today on the internet, no offense, but it's like people have regressed. And I think a lot of it has to do with the different various methodologies of teaching out there. I think it's because of the automated world, the cell phone world. All these automated systems out there have just taken away, honestly, from the development of the human side of business. And that's really a shame, because if you take a look at the stage that our founding forefathers presented before us, it was about relationship building. And I think now, and I'm happy to say it, that a lot of people are starting to realize that a lot of the gimmicks, the strategic forms of manipulation, trickery, marketing, it just doesn't work anymore. People are becoming a little bit smart to it. They're burnt out to it. They're looking for something a little bit real. So Tracy and I, I've been in this industry for 36 years. And I mean, I've seen such an evolutionary process. I've seen, trials and errors beyond your wild imagination. I've seen tremendous successes in many people out there. But Tracy and I, we're building out a platform called Mentoring Millionaires, and talk a little bit about that tonight. Mentoring Millionaires, it's a $399 business opportunity, but that's not what we're going to talk about as a primary, program for you tonight. $399. We wanted to bring the real essence of marketing back that very few people teach. And there, it's all about mindset. It's about communication skills. It's not about manipulation. It's about using transitional phrases. It's about really helping people understand how the rich get richer, or how successful marketers always become more successful, the branding methodologies. What is it they do? What is it they say? Really what goes on behind the scenes. And if anyone can teach that course, I'm probably the best person on the internet to teach it, because one of the things that I do that most other educators out there on the internet won't do is I will kind of expose the magic. And the reason why that I choose to do it, number one, it's in my spirit. And number two, I don't need multi-level marketing. I don't need affiliate programs. I don't need the internet for my source of income. My family and I are already multimillionaires. We have a multi-million-dollar operation in the real world outside of this. So therefore, I don't have to be politically correct. I can be the renegade. I can be the rogue marketer out there that exposes the truth, where other people that you might know see in workshops and seminars, they don't want to do that because it affects their pocketbook if they really tell you the truth, how this industry should be built or how people are really making their money. So bottom line is, as we built Mentoring Millionaires, Tracy and I got talking, and I kept pushing Tracy in this direction of a simulator. And what I meant by a simulator is I'm really big on mindset. I have a degree in psychology. I have a degree in psychiatry. I have a degree in anything to do with the human mind when it comes to people. And I don't have that formally in a university, although psychology I do. The psychiatry part comes from counseling people for over 20 years, mostly on the internet in the last 15, and teaching some of the most prolific esoteric courses out there on mindset and just seeing the behavioral patterns of people. It's just something that I got pretty good at doing, understanding why people whine and complain, why people like to be poor me and play the victim. The internet it's really not a business environment. It's more like a juvenile playground. All right. So you really have to be understanding of people and understanding their issues behind their computer, behind their monitors, things that go on in their house that cause them to ask ridiculous questions or behave in strange patterns or pass the blame on to somebody else, or why can't you do this and why can't you do that? It's not about why we can't do anything. It's why are they so inefficient at what it is they do. So being a part of a business opportunity, you've got a whole gamut here. And Tracy and I were talking about it today. You've got to have the technical side. You've got to be a babysitter. You've got to be a psychiatrist, a psychologist. You've got to know a lot of stuff. And, as we put Mentoring Millionaires together, I said to Tracy, I said, you know what? There's something missing. There's something missing. As simple as it is, and as probably preschool as it is, in my eyes, to become successful, I think becoming successful can be very preschool, very kindergarten-like, if you allow it to happen. People just make things so difficult. I said, Tracy, you know what? I said, we really need to create a simulator. And I said, even if we do it for free, not charge any money for it, and just allow people to learn the behavioral patterns. Like if you all came into a boot camp with me, live in person, your life would change because the doors would be locked and you're not getting out until you do a test. All right? So, and I won't tell you what that test would be, but the bottom line is you're not getting out until you become successful at it. All right? There's no easy way out hiding behind a computer screen. So bottom line is we decided that we would monetize it. I talked Tracy into doing it. She built a beautiful website, a website that would cost $12,000 to $15,000 with time, effort, and energy and design. And then we put a great software in the back office just for tracking purposes. We didn't design the back office to load it up with all kinds of copious things because that comes as you work your way up the ladder. In everything in life, I believe you got to go from the ground floor in order to get to the top of the roof. And in some cases, it's called going from the basement to the penthouse. So keeping that in mind, I said, Facebook, Instagram, the internet is full of people that are considered the masses. And the masses are interesting human beings. Most of them don't have any business acumen. Most of them have different philosophies, different ways of thinking. And then, unfortunately, a lot of programs out there that people have bought into, automated this, automated that, totally handicapped the subconscious mind for many people out there, believing they have entitlement to join a business opportunity. The world's going to be perfect and they're going to make a lot of money. That's a fool's paradise. That's an idiot's dream, not to the person that joined the program, the idiot being the one that created that program and manipulating people to make money for doing nothing. That's the worst thing you can do to a human being. Lottery tickets are a terrible thing as well. It's called the idiot tax. Governments use to manipulate people to buy lottery tickets. And in network marketing, many of the gurus in this industry are no different than the government. They just found a way to take advantage of people's weak points and manipulate them. So thinking about all that, talking to Tracy, we said, let's monetize this. Let's give this industry a precious philanthropic gift. Okay? Nobody could bash us. Nobody could say anything bad about us. Nobody could say the company let them down in any which way, shape, or form. I guess they could if they had psychological issues, but the value that we're bringing to the table, unbelievable. Unbelievable. When you take a look at oneuplistbuilder.com/over, put you on this call, you're getting 15,000 cellular database leads. These leads are people that have a cell phone. They are good for texting. They are good for using a ringless voicemail system. And we have a service provider that you can use if you wish to use those leads in that fashion to get a message out to them. Okay? We are not the service provider. We have one that you can use. But our generosity is to give a $300 to $400 database away that companies like Coca-Cola use, companies like IBM use. As a matter of fact, Tracy and I bought over 200 million plus cellular phone numbers with names, address, the area that these people live in, and we bought them from one of the largest telemarketing firms in North America that use these exact same North American leads. Well, we do have some Canadian. There's probably about 1.5 million Canadian. The rest are American. And Trump and Clinton used these databases to survey and help stimulate votes for their cause in running for the presidential election. Okay? So we're giving you 15,000. And then Tracy said to me, and I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I will anyhow because I'm a straight shooting guy. Tracy said, Val, let's give them an extra 10,000. Let's make it 25,000 just in case there's some disconnects. So graciously, out of kindness, which very few other company owners would do, for 15 bucks, we created the Ultimate Hero Program. If you ever thought you wanted to be a hero, we're talking $15. Okay? We made this affordable for every man, woman, single parent, street person living on the streets and third world country out there. There's absolutely no reason, no excuse why somebody should be whining about $15 unless, again, I need to spend time with them, not from the psychological point of view, but from the psychiatric point of view. Okay? I kid you not. There's absolutely no room for psychosis here. There's absolutely no room for failure here. We really want to give people a second chance at this industry. And with our support, our training, we have probably the best customer support I've ever been around in 36 years. Some of the stuff that Tracy has to deal with, in customer support, not so much technical, but, she's playing the role of a psychiatrist and psychologist too. No other company would tolerate the things that we're tolerating, and we're doing it for free. Okay? $5 covers maybe a small portion of the database. We're not chasing the $5 admin here. And what I mean by a $5 admin, out of the $15, one payment is $5 to admin, $10 goes to you. And if you take, as a promoter, and if you take a look at our compensation plan, it is the most powerful, most potent affiliate compensation plan in the world. And going back to what our founding father said, and when I got started in this industry in 1978, I was around the best marketers in the world back then. All right, the best marketers in the world back then. I wasn't a standout. I was shy, introverted, and scared, but I would look at these people on pedestals and be in awe of their communication skills. I can tell you this. The big model they used back in the day was the number 2. Number 2 is the magic number. It all starts with you, and then 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1024. Working its way all the way down. I mean, it goes bigger. The numbers just go bigger. I just kind of jumped a few numbers there. This thing just gets so massively big. And the beautiful thing about this compensation plan is it destroys any multi-level marketing compensation plan in mathematical practicability, okay? Because we're 2 people here. You bring in 2 people who bring in 2, you can financially retire based on the model we've created here because of the pass up and then a power leg all the way to infinity. It's a true infinite pay plan, and it pays you $10 per person forever deep. Okay? So all we need to do in order to be successful here, outside of all my philosophical stuff, is really simple. You want to know how easy it is to make money? Because I said it was easy at the beginning of the presentation. Like, it's like baby material. It is. All we need to do is put our heads sideways, bang our left or right temple, whatever hand you feel better with, and get all the stinking thinking out of the ear. Okay? All the psychological protocol and roadblocks and cynicism and skepticism and bitterness and hatred and all the, you know, the negative thoughts out of one's head, clean that out. There's no room for it in business. Okay? You would never get away with that in a Fortune 500 company. You never get away with that in a boardroom. I hang out with some of the most wealthiest families in Canada, and I can tell you, when I'm in a boardroom with a company executive that's making, I don't know, $15 to $20 million a year, they wouldn't have time for the stuff we have to deal with on the internet, stuff you have to deal with on the internet. There's just no time for that mentality. So we need to cleanse our thoughts. We need to be real. We need to be honest with ourselves. We need to be accountable. And I know all these things that I'm saying to all of you right now can be very painful. Some of you feel really uncomfortable with it. So sad, too bad. I know my stuff. It's just the way it is. I had to change my attitude too. There was a time I thought I was God's gift to the world, defending why I was broke, defending why I was a loser, defending why it was everybody else's fault and never mine. But I was still God back then, right? Not really. I was an idiot. So keeping that in mind, I'm sharing these things with you because when you come to the table with me, this is a reality check. I'm not here to hype you out. I'm not here to blow smoke up your butt. I'm not here to tell you, you don't have to do anything. I think only a criminal would do something like that. Okay? What I'm here to tell you is when you decide to make a change in your life and you decide to shift gears and you decide to play by the rules and you decide to follow the protocols, number one protocol is this. Promise yourself. You don't have to promise me anything. I'm financially set for life. My kids are millionaires. Everything's okay in the world that I live in right now. Here's the deal. Promise yourself you're going to change. And failure is not acceptable in your life. Number one. Number two, accept the fact that you're going to pay $15 one time out of pocket and you're not going to have a hairy, scary bird. If you do, go see a shrink or go to the vet and get a vaccination. Okay? Can't help people that psychologically lose their mind over $15. I don't care who they are, where they live. They don't need to be here. That's number two, okay? I don't want those people around my kids. My kids cannot see that type of behavior where somebody says $15 is an issue. No offense. Solve that problem. It's not my problem, okay? If $15 is an issue for anyone out there in the world. Number two, start letting people know that a $15 seed, I call it a $15 seed, can be life-changing. We have people from December 23rd to December 26th that have made over $800 in 3 days. And yes, on Christmas Day, we had PayPal explode on us. We had a whole bunch of money come in. We've had a whole bunch of people sign up in the program. Would that happen in most business opportunities? No. Why did it happen here? Because we had the present, we had the gift, $15, phenomenal compensation plan. It was tapped into the frequency and the vibration of the human mind that feels totally comfortable at $15, but totally panics and has a heart palpitation at 35. 15, it's a comfort zone. We had people coming in from third world countries, second world countries. We broke ground in probably, I don't know, 34 countries around the world, just like that. Okay? People have no time for excuses. All right? Next thing, just let people know with that $15 seed, they can change everything in their life. Because we can leverage here, guys. People can go to the $3.99 program after they start making some money. There's $300 commissions there. All right? This is a serious boot camp. People don't get it on the surface because they just don't get it on the surface. They haven't been around us long enough to figure it out yet. But in time, you'll figure us out. Okay? You'll get your 15,000 leads. No problem. People out there on the internet want two things. They want cash, and they want it now, and they want leads. Okay? No problem. We got both. All right? Extremely important. Next thing, when you're dealing with people out there on the internet, just ask them this one question. If there was a way that you could take your cell phone, whether you have an iPhone or a Samsung, it really doesn't matter. If there was a way that you could take that cell phone that you presently have right now in your left hand and turn that into an extra $800 to $1,700 a month, would that be worth a 22-minute evaluation? And then the person's going to say to you, well, what's this all about? Right? What's this all about? You know where they're coming from there, right? And when they pull that stunt on you, what's this all about? You say it's about you and I getting together for about 22 minutes at a designated time so I can show you how to leverage that black cell phone or that rose gold cell phone or that white cell phone or the pink or green cell phone you have presently in your hand into serious positive cash flow. When will you be available? Okay? So we can do that. Then the next thing they're going to say to you is this. All right? I'm training you right now. You talk about 15 bucks. What I'm teaching you right now, I created over $800 million in sales with. I'm showing you some of the best stuff right now. Then a person's going to say to you, so here's your $15 without the leads, okay? So somebody's going to say to you, well, Valsy, how much is this thing going to cost me? Right? You can tell somebody comes from a position of poverty consciousness. They come from a position of lack. They come from a position of no business acumen. I'm not saying that to be rude or offensive. I'm telling you that as a professor, as a teacher, as an educator, as a seminar leader, that's what we deal with. When somebody's worried about what it's going to cost, it's because all kinds of psychological issues going on rooted from their subconscious mind, okay? Somebody says, Val, how much is that thing going to cost me? When somebody asks you how much it costs, you have two choices. In any business you do, with or without me, with or without this $15 program, whatever it is you're doing, you can always screw up and do what an amateur does and say, well, it's $100 to get started and $150 a month auto ship. That is absolutely the most pathetic thing you can say to a human being in marketing. And the reason why I say that is because when you're a master, when you're a Yoda, when you understand the game of chess, it's all about strategies and knowing the inner cores of the moves. You don't tell people it's $100 and $150 a month, even if it is. All right? Because if you do that, those people are probably very weak mentally, psychologically, have no business background. When you tell them that, you're going to say, well, it's too much money. I just can't afford it. They have no idea what they're not seeing, what they're missing out on. Okay? You close the evaluation. Even in this little $15 program. And I spent more than $15 on lunch just for my 2 dogs today. Okay? 2 dogs. I can't believe I'm even talking about a $15 business opportunity, but the reason why I'm doing it is because I know it's going to save the world online for those that are smart enough to take it. I believe that in my heart and soul. Okay, so let me get back to what I'm saying to you here. Val, how much is this one-up list builder thing going to cost me? If you like what you hear, you like what you see, and you want to work directly with me and allow me to show you how to make money here, I can show you how to do this without taking 1 penny out of your pocket. Is that something you can afford, yes or no? The person's got to say yes to that. If I can show you a way to build any business opportunity on the internet and not take any money out of your pocket to do so, would that be worth 22 minutes of your time for the evaluation? The answer has to be yes. So the person comes and they evaluate, and then they get back to you and say, well, hey, Val, yeah, I went to that call tonight, and the guy said it was 15 bucks. Yeah, that guy was me. It is 15 bucks. But when you're smart, when you've been trained by the best, when you learn from the best, when you hang out with the best, I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about a ton of great teachers out there that can teach this, you become the best. So is it still $15? Well, that's your choice. You want it to be $15 or you want to do what a smart person would do? Let me show you what Richard Branson would do. Richard Branson would not take $15 out of his pocket to build this business. You know what he'd do? He'd find a way to put it on a credit card. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because when you put it on a credit card, the credit card is picking up the tab for 28 to 32 days. It's a line of credit. No money comes out of your Hip City Pocket Bank, which is the greatest bank account in the world, right? Right. Just remember that. So credit card company buys you lunch. It's just like you and I go for lunch. Hey, Val, yeah, you buying lunch today? Well, yeah, if you want me to, I'll buy you lunch today for sure. You're buying next time. You can buy 28, 32 days from now. So now your credit card company pays your way in $15. What's the interest on 18% on $15? I don't know, 34 cents. So bottom line is we got people coming in here making $50. I don't know, in 3, 4, 5 minutes. We got some people coming in here making $80 in 17 minutes. We got some people that have made $810 in less than 24 hours. So what happens is the person puts it on their credit card, they start building the business, utilize our strengths, bring people to the presentations, and I want to talk to you about the presentations here in a second as well. I got a great idea for you. You're going to have your $15 back probably in less than 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. By the time the credit card company sends you an invoice in the mail, you're already in profit. So when you hang out with me, I'm the guy that you want to go into a casino with. I'm the guy you want to go into any casino with, because when I go into a casino, I'm going to beat the house. Do you know how to beat the house in a casino? I'm the guy that security doesn't want in a casino, because I'm going to beat the dealer. In network marketing, affiliate marketing, I'm the guy that's going to show you how to make money, because I know how to make money without taking money out of my pocket. All right? We have an incredible lifestyle. We have incredible cars, incredible homes, and not one penny came out of my pocket to own these things. It was all done through leveraging. And this is an art, it's a science, and it's something the internet people need to know. The only thing people on the internet know is debt and how to be a victim and how to be a casualty. Those things need to stop. And that's why Tracy and I created the hero program of all hero programs. So you can feel good about making $30. Doesn't sound so great to me, might not sound so great to you, but to 98% of the people on the internet, just to feel what it would be like to go into a back office and see I've got this amount of people on my team, on my list building team that are joining my business. I've got a list building and I'm transferring $30, $80, $90, $140. And they get into doing that on a daily, repetitious basis. It now restructures the programming in the subconscious mind, and that's the law of attraction. Whatever your behavioral pattern is, your thought process is, your habitual patterns are, that's what you attract in your life. If you're a whiner, complainer, a bitcher, just everything's a scam to you and you've got a lot of hatred and anger in your life, you can only attract a whole bunch of people out there that bring no value into your life and a whole bunch of people that will never pay you for anything. So we've got to restructure the mind. That's the most important element in anything in business. But again, they don't teach that on the internet. Oh, buy my system, buy my system. You'll get rich, automated. Stick it in your arm, man. Yeah, hey, you put the intravenous tube, stay in bed, be brain dead, and get rich, right? That's what the idiots teach out there on the internet. And I have no problem calling them idiots. I'd say it to their face, because they're idiots. Sorry about that, but they're idiots. I don't have time for people that set people up for the kill. I have time to teach people how to execute and put into play a game plan, so you don't need idiots in your life and you don't need an upline for anything. Wouldn't you like to be able to walk into any business opportunity on the internet, walk into any casino in Las Vegas and know they really don't want you there and you come out and making money all the time? That's what we do. All right? So this is going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. You can see our compensation plan. You can start making money and you can start feeling good about yourself. You don't need to set goals. You don't need to come up with this New Year resolution garbage. All right? Goal setting and New Year's resolutions, it's like going to a seminar down in Vegas and seeing Anthony Robbins and all those superstars on stage. It's like going to a narcotics event and getting a buzz for a few days, and then you come back from it, and the God's honest truth, what do you have? Nothing to show for it other than credit card debt, airfare, hotel, and other expenses down there. That stuff's not going to change your life. That's Dr. Feelgood. I think Motley Crue sang a song about Dr. Feelgood. We need to learn how to develop ourselves from the inside out, okay? There's a world within, there's a world without. The world without, which means everything you would ever need, want, desire that you're without, you're only without it because of the person you are on the inside. There's a world within, there's a world without. The world without is a total reflection of the person on the inside. If there's things you don't have in your life, it's because of who you are on the inside. We're going to change all that if that's something you want to do. Or you can say, oh, I went to that conference call tonight, and that Val Smyth guy, he's really too hard on people. Did you hear the way he hurt people's feelings on that call tonight? And go back out there and subscribe to the idiots on the internet and come back to me in 6 or 7 years and tell me how much money you have in your bank account. You don't need to tell me. I'll already know, it'll be in negative cash flow. You'll be in overdraft. Okay? Not saying that to hurt your feelings. I'm here to tell you the truth. Somebody's got to tell you the truth, and you know when somebody tells you the truth because it hurts like hell. If you came to this call and I made you feel really good tonight, somebody take me to the vet and I need to get a needle. I don't want to make anyone feel super good tonight. I want you to feel good, but not super good tonight. That's not my job. All right? It's not my job when I teach football. It's not my job when I teach martial arts. It's not my job when I coach hockey or soccer. My job is to push and push and push till you feel the pain. And that's just the way it is. And I hope that doesn't scare you away. All right? Either you want greatness in your life or you want to become a mediocre flake out there on the internet. I have no time for mediocre people in my life. I will not allow them to be anywhere near my children. It's just one of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not allow mediocrity anywhere near our environment. And neither should you. All right? So start creating boundaries in your life. Start seeking truth. Start seeking information that will make your experience in the online world a whole lot more potent than it is today. People, it's okay to have a little bit of sandpaper and stop letting people out there on the internet soak you for money. Okay? If you want to play high ticket, if you want to play medium ticket, awesome. I love that community. I love that playground. I love that environment. But you know what? At least give yourself the opportunity, to become a 9th degree black belt in the art and science of building a business. Because most of you sitting on this call right now, you're white belts, and you never want to be a white belt going up against a 5th or 6th degree black belt. You're going to get kicked pretty hard, and you're going to get kicked and knocked right out of the arena every time you try to engage somebody that's better than you. And that's what happens in the online world, unfortunately. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the truth. So as much as I came out of the gate tonight, I care about you. I love you all in spirit. I come out this way because I want this to be your year. We're going into 2017, and I'm tired of seeing the same stuff. I've seen it 2002, 2003, 2007, 2008, 2015. People tell me they're going to lose weight. They're going to buy a new car. They're going to buy a new house. They're going to change their lives. We're going into 2017. I talked to some of these people about 3 hours ago on video chats on Skype, and they still look like crap. They still sound like crap, and they still, are the same people they were back in 2002. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. You know why? Because they were afraid of everything they needed to do in order to have everything they ever wanted. And we can change that here. Okay, guys? But you got to want to make that change. I had to go through all of this myself. I had to break down my ego because living in a basement apartment wasn't, it wasn't my destiny. Okay? Been there, done it, and I'm not going back. So let's go from the basement to the penthouse, and let's help a lot of other people out there on the internet. If you've got some friends on your friends list on Facebook that you know that need to make money, that you know that don't have a lot of time, effort, and energy and money to waste on the internet, let's get them plugged in here. We can really help them replace their primary source of income. If somebody wants to pay their cell phone bill off, student loans off, credit card debt off, come on. How many people on the line here right now have credit card debt? I bet you most of you do, right? Because of all these different business opportunities hit you up on your credit cards and you didn't make any money at them. We have a vehicle now that will help get your credit card company off your back. Okay? Start throwing them some money. So if you're $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 in debt, $300, $400, $500 in debt, you should be able to pay that off in less than 12 months here. Plus drive a Bugatti. Now, I don't know about driving the Bugatti. I just had to throw that in for fun. Smile on my face. But anyhow, guys, got a lot of great things happening here. And then from there, we can take you up to mentoring millionaires if you want to, or you can go about your business, generically speaking, in any other business opportunity out there in the industry. But for me, I like to use stepping stones. The way I built an amazing financial empire for my family, it all started from the basement, and then I took each stepping stone and I followed and executed a system accordingly. I didn't deviate and throw myself over here and throw myself over there and throw myself here and there. I followed a system and methodology of leverage, and it was the difference between not feeling good about myself, being in a bad place, as opposed to now having an incredible life with an incredible wife, an incredible family, incredible kids, incredible everything. All right? And you can have it too. All right? And an incredible business partner like Tracy. All right? So anyhow, guys, listen, love y'all in spirit. That's my part of the presentation. Tracy, if you want to close it off, that's great. But listen, get back to the person that put you on here. Get their link. Let's rock this out. Don't come up with any excuses as to why you can't do this, why you can't do that. I mean, that is so easy to do. That is so easy to do. All right? That's the easy way out, okay? Find every reason why 2017 is going to be your year, as everyone normally says, but let's execute it together. Sorry, Trace, one more thing. One more thing I wanted to tell you. Here's what I want to do. I really want to help you make money. And here's what I'm willing to do. You know this. Tracy and I get a $5 admin fee. We're doing this for free. The $5 admin fee does not cover our time. It does not even cover the interactions that Tracy or myself will have to spend with customer service, because we admin this, right? Or anyone that we bring in. $5, come on. How many of you would give us 40 hours of your week for $5? None of you would. You're smarter than that. Tracy and I aren't that smart. So my whole point being is, what I want to do is I'm setting up a Zoom. Tracy's already set it up. She's already ahead of the game. She can read everything that I'm thinking. We set up a Zoom, and what I'd like to do, if any of you have small groups of people, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people, 2 people, 1 person, I'm going to make myself available throughout the days. And anytime you got somebody that just wants to validate, verify, you want me to talk to them, my closing ratio on a 3-way call it's not bad. It's only 100%. I've never had one person say no to me on this program yet. So it's pretty good. If you get me on the phone with somebody, I might not be as harsh and brash as I am tonight. This is coming out of the gate inspiring for 2017. But my point being is, we can bring people into a private room several times a day. We need to do several conference calls a day, 3, 4, 5 a day. We're going to create a community center, and I can be available to help you close the deals. It is so important for me, never mind you, so important for me to help you make money and for you to experience what it's like to transfer money from your online merchant that you have. Tracy and I never control your commissions. You control it, and boom, put it right in there. And once you get a taste of doing that, you'll never want to go anywhere else. You'll never have anything bad to say. All right? It will totally change your psyche, unless there's still some residual from your days back in high school that we need to clean out. You know what I'm talking about. All right? So, Trace, we love all these people in spirit and friendship. And if you want to close it off, that's great.
Thanks, Val. Wow. So, folks, this really is boot camp, and it is a place where we can embrace change. We have probably the industry's best educator that exists out there, and we've got his wisdom, his experience, and offering himself up. I don't see that in any other company out there in the industry. So it's a place for everybody that really can, through this particular program, have an opportunity to really make some changes and feel safe. And for $15, folks, there's an opportunity there to really make some serious dough and change everything. So it all starts here. And we're just happy that you all joined us tonight. We'll be doing another presentation. This one is recorded. It will be up shortly, and we'll see you on the next presentation. Bye for now.